Okay, we're back live streaming, so I'll probably live stream for about 45 minutes-ish. Right now, things aren't looking the greatest for storms, so we'll have to keep an eye out on it. But currently, there are 13 severe warnings, one of which is a tornado warning down in Louisiana. You do see here there is quite a bit of rotation here in this tornado warning. Right now it's expected to remain over rural areas, so it isn't much of a direct threat. So I'm the least concerned about that one. And going back towards Iowa, you do see here there's still a good amount of rotation, but it's still very broad. Looks like wind gusts of maybe 60 miles an hour, with a severe thunderstorm warning saying 60 miles an hour, 1-inch hail with a tornado possible. And yeah, nothing too much going on right now. Then there are these cells in northern Missouri that are producing quarter-sized hail. Doesn't look like damaging winds is a big threat for that one. Yeah, 1.25-inch hail, which I believe is $50. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas right here. $50 sized hail as well. Not too big of a concern as it's expected to remain over rural areas. And we have a severe thunderstorm warning over here in Arkansas. Does look like it's weakening, so I expect that to be canceled soon. And then one in Missouri, southern Missouri this time. Penny-sized hail, it looks like. Yeah, this one looks like it may be weakening as well, but the severe thunderstorm warning does have quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts highlighted. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Ohio. Looks like it's probably hail-related. Yeah, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and $50 sized hail. But my main concern is still the ones in Iowa at this time. Looks like ping-pong sized hail. And it does look like there may be some damaging wind gusts potentially scratching 70 miles an hour. Especially here in Martinsburg. We do still have some broad rotation as well, so still something to watch out for. Looking back at the tornado warning down in Louisiana, rotation does look like it's weakening. So this warning did come back 3 times though, so I expect it to disappear and probably come back again. So we'll let that be. There are multiple flash flood warnings around the area in Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, and there are flash flood watches in northern Illinois and portions of Iowa. So for right now, we're going to be watching the Iowa storms unless something else happens. We should be seeing an extension of the severe thunderstorm warning within 13 minutes before this one gets canceled. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like the video, share this with friends and family. So for those of you just joining, we are going to be watching the IOSLs, and if anything else exciting happens, we'll be watching those too. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video, share this with friends and family who may live in these areas that may get affected by these storms. Right now, rotation does seem to be pretty broad. It looks like mainly a wind and hail threat. So, will be something to watch out for. Let's check back on the tornado warning in Louisiana. Yeah, rotation does look like it's weakening, so I wouldn't be surprised to see if this warning does get canceled. But it could come back again, and there may very well still be a tornado on the ground. And I believe this may have been picking up debris earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So, and by earlier I mean like an hour or two ago. Yeah, rotation does seem to be weakening with this one over here in Iowa. Yeah, right now it's not looking the greatest for severe weather, but we'll have to see within the next hour or two. Jefferson, where do you live? Like what state and what part of the state? And I'll tell you if you are expected to get hit by any storms tomorrow. Arkansas. Yes, you are expected to get hit by some severe thunderstorms tomorrow in Arkansas. I believe you might be in a marginal or a slight risk right now, which means isolated to scattered severe storms are possible. Right now I'm expecting mainly a wind and hail threat for you. Yeah, rotation does seem to be weakening in Louisiana, but we will still have to watch that. We'll also have to watch the Iowa one in case it does potentially drop a tornado, which I don't think it will at this current moment. Still looks like damaging winds, large hail for the threat. And if you haven't watched my latest actual video, I did post about a potential severe weather outbreak tomorrow for portions of New England and other parts of the region, but it's mainly going to be focused on New England, which could see a couple tornadoes and widespread damaging winds and large hail. Okay, it looks like a severe thunderstorm warning was issued, an additional one in northern Missouri, which I don't think I'll be able to get a clear radar image on, which is unfortunate, but we'll have to deal with it. They do look mainly hail, we'll see. Yep, 1 inch hail. I do suspect that the hail is a little larger than 1 inch, but still take shelter if you live in the path of any of these storms. tornado warning does expire in 7 minutes down in Louisiana. I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow during the severe weather events tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a more exciting day. Yes, I do agree with you, Jefferson, but that might not happen. It might happen, might not happen. 50-50 chance, I say, for that to actually happen with how current models are looking. So tomorrow should be a more exciting day for severe weather, as we might have 2 regions of enhanced, one in New England and one in the plains. So it should be more exciting than today and right now, but we're still going to live stream for like 15 to 30 more minutes. Well, probably not 15, more like 30. Right now we're looking at Iowa, southeastern Iowa. The biggest threat will be in these yellow boxed regions here in southeastern Iowa, in cities such as Hedrick, Richland, all those cities in the yellow regions is what my main concern is right now. Because we are seeing some rotation with the storm and damaging winds up to 60, potentially 70 miles an hour. And we do have a tornado warning down in Louisiana at this current time that is about to get canceled or extended. But right now I'll probably be focusing on Iowa. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Like the video, share this with friends and family. Yeah, tomorrow is looking like a better day. Northern Illinois could potentially see some marginally severe storms. It really does depend on where in northern Illinois. If you live in northwestern Illinois around here, you probably won't see any severe thunderstorms, but you could potentially see some strong thunderstorms. But if you live towards northeast Illinois, you could see some strong to maybe a severe storm. But right now things aren't looking the greatest for Illinois right now regarding severe weather, so expect not as much severe weather as anticipated. The severe thunderstorm warning in Iowa was extended eastward. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Yes, we can still see tornadoes. However, the chance is decreasing, but we can still see them. We have seen multiple earlier. Even one in Louisiana where there wasn't even a percentage for tornadoes as the SBC issues. So right now, my main concern, as I said earlier, will be these IOSLs in southeastern Iowa. For right now. I don't think the watch will be extended into northern Illinois and northwestern Indiana, but there is a chance if storms can initiate more. But right now things aren't looking too good, and I'd say there's a low chance that a watch does get extended into northern Illinois and northwestern Indiana. And by northern Illinois, I mean like far northern Illinois and Chicago metro. You should take tornado warnings seriously because tornadoes are very damaging and can be very damaging. So it's always good to take tornado warnings seriously because not taking it seriously can cost you your life. You should probably get your parents to take them more seriously. But if they can't, then I mean, that's kind of their fault. Rotation may be tightening up a little bit here in Iowa, but it still does look like mainly damaging winds 60 to potentially 70 miles an hour in southeastern Iowa around the city of Ollie, Packwood, and Richland. A new severe thunderstorm warning, I believe, was just issued in northern Missouri. I didn't get it through yet, but it will kick in within the next minute. It's around here, I think. And unfortunately, I don't think I can get a good image on that. Northwestern Arkansas. Are you talking about tomorrow? I assume you're talking about tomorrow, but just to make sure. Okay. Northwestern Arkansas is not in a tornado risk at this current time, but you are in a 15% wind risk depending on where you are in northwestern Arkansas, and a 5% hail risk. So mainly damaging winds potentially up to 70 miles an hour and hail up to the size of quarters is what I'm expecting at this time for you. And Saturday, it doesn't look like you'll see any severe weather Saturday, but that can change. You may see a couple strong storms with small hail and potentially damaging wind gusts, but that's about it for Saturday. We just got the severe thunderstorm warning in northern Missouri. I believe it's 60 mile an hour wind gusts and 1 inch hail. Yep. So, but as I said earlier, main concern is Iowa right now. Even though I do not believe these will become tornadic right now, but rotation is definitely tightening up a little bit. So we will need to watch that. If you live in this severe thunderstorm warning right here, take cover. Rotation is definitely tightening up a little bit. This does not mean a tornado will happen, but this may mean a tornado may happen. Central Illinois, your threat is decreasing, but you can still expect some thunderstorms, potentially some severe, with main threats being damaging winds and large hail. But we can't rule out a tornado at this time, but the tornado threat is decreasing. Yep, they did cancel the tornado warning in Louisiana. Jefferson, I can't really give you a percent for thunderstorms. Oh, Adrian's weather forecast, I never used to go live. I just started today. I'm just trying it out. I'll probably do it more, so we'll see how things go with live streaming.
A mesoscale discussion was just issued for portions of Louisiana. I can't really show you right now, but I will say it's right around here, this blue circle, including New Orleans. And it says localized weak tornado threat over the next 1 to 2 hours. So if you live in this blue circle, you can potentially expect another weak tornado or two. Congratulations. I hit 300 subscribers like 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 or 3 days ago. And those of you just tuning in now, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like on this video. It really means a lot. I'll probably live stream tomorrow's event as well, because tomorrow's event does look like it has more potential than today's event. We may even see 2 regions of an enhanced risk, one in New England and one in the plains, potentially. But currently there is only 1 enhanced risk at this time. So tomorrow will definitely be, more likely will be a more exciting day for severe weather. Okay, I believe a severe thunderstorm warning was just continued in Iowa. Yeah, I know, we don't have it. Yes, I do know there isn't an enhanced risk for the plains tomorrow, but it is possible by the day 1 outlook. Not guaranteeing it, but it is possible. New England is around here. Can also be called the Northeast, but it's mainly like including Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, parts of New York. Yeah, you might have misheard me, because I said there may be a potential enhanced risk, unless I did say there was. I don't know. This is live. I can't edit this. So rotation definitely seeming pretty broad for Iowa. You could see damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour. Yeah, winds 70 miles an hour, hail quarter size. So take cover if you live over here. Illinois for tomorrow. I have to check for you. I don't think there is a severe threat for you tomorrow, but yeah, according to the SBC, Illinois is not in any risk for severe weather, but there is definitely a chance you could see a strong storm or two depending on where in Illinois. But right now the SBC has you in general thunderstorm, so just stay tuned. Peoria, isn't that over here? Yeah, north of Peoria, definitely looking like it has potential. Looks like about dime-sized hail at this time. Yeah, just isolated small hail. I can't really look at lightning right now. I'll probably plan for that next live stream so I can show you lightning as well. No, I do not think a tornado will touch down in northwestern Arkansas if you're talking about tomorrow, because tomorrow you are not in any risk for tornado at this time. Yeah, damaging winds 65, 70 miles an hour, specifically around and south of Richland, Iowa. Yeah, tonight's not too exciting. Tomorrow will probably be more exciting. Or I should say eventful, not exciting. A severe thunderstorm warning includes northern Missouri that just came in. Yeah, right there. Unfortunately, I do not believe we can get too clear of a view on this one. Yeah. Ping pong ball sized hail with damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour in northern Missouri. I wish I could show you lightning, but I do not have radar scope premium. Next live stream I'll account for another app I use for lightning to show you lightning at the same time. Yeah, rotation does look like it's breaking up a little bit in Iowa. So threat is decreasing at this time, but still not a total non-zero threat. Still definitely a small chance. Weakly rotating cloud. According to the radar, I'm not really seeing any rotation. But I mean, it hasn't updated for 5 minutes, so I could be wrong. It was last updated at 7:35. There could potentially be maybe a little rotation here, northeast of Chillicothe, or I should say south of Hopewell, directly south of Hopewell. But that's what I see on the radar at this current time. So we'll have to wait for that graphic to update. Wait, was that issued before? I think this is, yeah. A newly issued severe thunderstorm warning for Iowa. 70 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail with a tornado possible. Take shelter if you live in the path of the storm. It is producing. However, if you do live in the path of these storms, they are producing damaging winds. And large hail. Right now there are 70 mile an hour wind gusts happening for Iowa at this current time. And I do believe a new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Kansas near Topeka. Oh, that's golf ball sized hail. Take cover. Vehicles might get damaged. Oklahoma and Texas. You mean tomorrow or tonight? Southwest Ohio and an enhanced. Right now, Southwest Ohio is in marginal and slight at this time. For Oklahoma and Texas, I'll give you both. Tomorrow, it is looking like a potential small tornado threat, but it's mainly going to be a damaging wind and very large hail threat for Texas and Oklahoma tomorrow. And tonight we could see an isolated severe storm, mainly down here where we have this warning. Well, with how models are looking right now, I highly doubt Southwest Ohio will get into an enhanced, especially if they're in a marginal at this current time. The majority of the severe threat will be towards New England for that area. There is a chance that Southwest Ohio will get extended into slight, but otherwise, I do not think there is any chance for an enhanced right now. I guess you could say the tornado alley is shifting, right? But it just really depends on weather patterns and how things go. So, again, main concern is Iowa at this time, with damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour and hail up to the size of quarters, potentially $half sized. Otherwise, I'm not seeing too much right now. We could probably check back on Missouri. Still looks like large hail and potentially damaging winds for both of these severe warning storms here. Not really. Tornado Alley is kind of confusing. Different people had different definitions of it. But if you look up Tornado Alley, I think there's an image that shows the old Tornado Alley and the quote-unquote new Tornado Alley. But the true Tornado Alley really extends from like Oklahoma through to the Dakotas. Ish. I don't have the image engraved in my head. Right now, this one in Kansas, this cell in Kansas, looks like it's producing very large hail, with the warning saying, yeah, golf ball. Missouri, flash flooding. I think Missouri is in a slight risk for flash flooding, so scattered flash floods are possible. We do have a flash flood warning southeast of Springfield. I do think thunderstorms will form in central Illinois. There is potential for some severe, but I'm not expecting a large amount of severe thunderstorms. Yeah, like this area, I think you are in slight right now. That is going to get updated soon. But right now, I'm not expecting anything, big for you. The threat is kind of going down a little bit. But you could still see isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms in central Illinois. Looking at these storms north of Peoria, looks like mainly a hail threat right now. But again, I can't see lightning, and I'm sure there is lightning with these storms. Yeah, it looks like hail mainly ranging from the size of dimes to pennies in north central Illinois. Going back to Iowa, it is kind of bowing a little bit, but it does look like the winds are dying just a little bit, but still take cover. Strong tornadoes can really hit anywhere if the conditions are right. There is no exact position. Like strong tornadoes, I think have hit almost every single state at some point in time. It really just depends on the conditions of it. But the most strong tornadoes, I think, is probably somewhere in Tornado Alley, like Kansas, Oklahoma. I have to look at data to find that out. For Plains, Midwest Ohio Valley for big outbreaks. Next week, I think there is potential. Looking at models, I do think there is potential for a potential, again, keyword is potential, it is still far out. Mainly around here, maybe a little shifted. Like in this blue circle here is probably where you could expect a potential major outbreak. But areas all over the place could get severe weather next week, but that circle I drew earlier right here is where I'm expecting probably the most severe of severe. But it is still far away and things can still change. And if I'm not mistaken, the last time I looked at models, Cape values are like up to 2,000 in most areas. Eleven severe thunderstorm warnings, not thunderstorm, 11 severe warnings right now. Spreading from Kansas, Missouri, through Iowa. Iowa threat does look to be dying down a little bit, so we'll have to wait and see about that one. Flash flood warnings are in Louisiana, so seek higher ground if you live in a flash flood warning right now. Did Southwest Ohio have a weak tornado touchdown today? I don't recall seeing anything about that, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't recall seeing it, but I could be wrong though. According to the Spotter Network, 5 miles east of Council Grove, Kansas, broad rotation. Council Grove, if I can find that. I assume it's one of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know. I assume it's one of these. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. If you are new to the stream or channel, please make sure to subscribe for more weather content. Like the video if you want. They did continue the severe thunderstorm warning for Iowa, keeping the 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts in with 1-inch hail. I do think they did drop the tornado possible. Yeah, 80 miles an hour. What? Is that old? I don't remember seeing 80 miles an hour. I think that's old. But prepare for 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts for Iowa. I think the SPC updates in like less than 8 minutes. In the area I'm focusing right now, in Iowa, there is not a tornado on the ground. And I don't know what the buzzing sound in the background is, if there is one. If there is, sorry, just try to ignore it, because I don't know what's causing it, if there is one. Yeah, storms in Kansas are starting to fire up, and they will move northeast overnight. It could pose an isolated tornado threat as it gets closer to Missouri, but unfortunately the live stream will probably be ended by then. I'll probably end the live stream in about 15 to 25 minutes-ish, give or take. And then I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow regarding the severe threat. Congratulations. Okay, the Storm Prediction Center did issue a Day 1 convective outlook. So I'm going to have to wait and see what that looks like. I'm going to quickly cut out my screen. Don't think the live stream ended. I'm just going to quickly cut out my screen recording and try to pull up the SPC outlook. So do not think the stream ended because it didn't. I think we're back. I hope we're back. Okay. I can look at SPC products and see if they did change it. I think this is updated. Yeah, because they cut out slight for much of Ohio, Michigan. This is the updated SPC outlook right now. Slight risk stayed. So, if you want to see this, you can see this. It spreads through Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, southern Iowa, Illinois, and a small portion of Louisiana. Indiana, sorry. It could storm bad in Peoria. I believe you're in a slight risk right now. And tornado? Okay, that's tomorrow. Tornado. They did drop the 5% tornado risk. And this is 2% tornado risk right now. So tornadoes are possible within this green area. And hail probability. I believe this is updated. They kept the 15% hail. And the wind, they kept the 15% for wind. Tornado warning. Great. Did I miss it? Whoa, that was actually moderately unexpected. We do have a tornado warning in central Illinois, northeast of Peoria. Take cover if you live in this area. Tornado warning is radar indicated. So it is not confirmed. And hail is smaller than pennies with the storm. Unfortunately, or fortunately, yeah, I do see definitely a potential tornado right here. You can see that coupling with the rotation there. And it doesn't look like it's picking up any debris right now. It is a little staticky right now. So we will have to watch this because it could very well strengthen. However, I do not expect it to strengthen. It does have a little hook on it here. So that was slightly unexpected from that storm specifically. So take cover if you live in the path of this tornado warning, this newly issued tornado warning. There's not a whole lot of rotation with this one, but it is enough to warrant a tornado warning. So we will have to watch that. But otherwise, the other storms still remain the same strength. So I'm probably just going to watch this tornado warning for right now. Doesn't look like there's any debris, at least from what I can tell. Yeah, the tornado I suspect is right here. And if we look at the radar loop, it looks like it may make a direct hit for Washburn, or at least a close call to Washburn. So if you live in Washburn, take cover. There is a tornado warned storm headed towards your area. New severe thunderstorm watch in northern Illinois. I'm going to just see if that's true. Yep, it is. It did stay out of the Chicago metro area, though. So, if you're in Chicago, you don't have to worry too much right now. Rotation did update. Still pretty tight. Overall, it does look weak if there is a tornado on the ground, and it looks like it may make a close call to Washburn. Yeah, it does have a hook. Doesn't look like any debris. I'm just gonna quickly circle just to see. Yeah, doesn't look like any debris right now. So take cover if you live in Washburn. This potential tornado, may make a direct hit for your town. I'm going to look up how many people live in Washburn. Village in Illinois, 1,083 people. So take cover if you live in Washburn. Severe thunderstorm warning continues in Iowa with 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail, which is this one over here. It does look like it's weakening a little bit, but still looking powerful. Yeah, this tornado might have me a little concerned, especially for Washburn. Again, it doesn't look like there's any debris, but that could be easily rain wrapped. And plus, it's not confirmed, so just get into your basements if you live in this tornado warning. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video. It'll mean a lot to you new people who are watching. If you don't have a basement, you probably should go to, well, you should, not probably, you should go into an interior room or bathroom with no windows. And if you live in a mobile home or something and you know your neighbor has a basement, go to your neighbor's house and they'll likely let you into their basement. But otherwise, your second best choice will be an interior room, closet, or bathroom. Right now, still looking kind of weak. I wouldn't be surprised to see a confirmed tornado report tomorrow for this cell. Okay, does look like it's weakening, I will say that. So, Washburn, this potential tornado may be going over you. But you might have just been spared because rotation does look extremely weak and very broad now. Not very tight. But that can easily change. It could be cycling. So, take cover if you live in that tornado warning. Third severe thunderstorm warning was issued in Kansas. A little bit of rotation. Nothing too impressive. Okay, $50 size hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. And regarding this tornado warning, small hail, potential tornado. Hi Dylan, welcome to the stream. I'm probably going to be ending this within the next 10 minutes or so. But I'll be live streaming again tomorrow, so be on the lookout. Tomorrow's event should be more eventful. Okay, another new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. It depends on when storms are starting to kick off. Probably, maybe late afternoon into early evening. Maybe the same time I am right now, if not a little earlier. But that does depend on when storms actually initiate and actually happen. It does look like the potential tornado may be cycling or dissipating, and it may be going over Washburn shortly, if it is on the ground, which I do not believe it is at this time. Or at least hopefully it's not on the ground. Yeah, it does look like it could potentially be dying out, but it could definitely re-strengthen and will need to be watched for Washburn right now. The pink in my latest video would probably does represent where the strongest storms will hit, or the most severe, where I expect the most severe storms. And red meaning just general strong to severe thunderstorms. Yeah, so right now rotation does look like it's weakening towards Washburn. Okay, the tornado warning just updated. It still has radar indicated tag, so it is still not confirmed. It's moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So a tornado is not confirmed, but still get in your basements as there is a potential tornado that just passed over or is passing over Washburn. Yeah, tomorrow should be a more eventful day because there's severe weather in multiple areas. Right now I'm looking at a tornado warning in northern Illinois, northeast of Peoria. Yeah, rotation does look like it's getting broad. There may have been a tornado on the ground earlier. For tomorrow, Arkansas, they could, but you're not expected to get any tornadoes at this time. It's mainly going to be a damaging wind and hail threat. So you don't have to worry much about tornadoes. Looking at the loop of the rotation here, it easily could have been a confirmed tornado before Washburn. So I would not be surprised if tomorrow or the next day the National Weather Service surveys this and does give this a rating after they find damage. Because I'm pretty confident there was a tornado on the ground before Washburn, but there could very well still be one right now. Yeah, cars can get dented because of hail. That's why you park them in garages. A lot of people don't do that, which you're just damaging your cars for nothing if you don't park them in your garage. And it's also unfortunate of people driving in hailstorms because those are the most dangerous when you're outside or in a vehicle during a hailstorm. Okay, yeah, rotation does look like it's getting broad and not as strong. But still treat this as if there is a tornado on the ground because there is a tornado warning. Probably going to end the live stream in like 5 to 10 minutes. Looking back at the Iowa storms, looking like wind gusts of 60 to potentially 70 miles an hour are kicking back. Specifically here, south of Wayland. And northern Missouri, looks like mainly hail up there. Yeah, quarter-sized hail. For Arkansas, you could potentially see hail up to the size of golf balls, but that's going to be very isolated. So you may not get hail because you are in a 5% chance, which means there's a 5% chance for you to get severe hail per 25 miles of a point. And damaging winds, you could see damaging winds potentially up to 70 miles per hour. But your damaging winds is your main threat. It does look like the tornado just passed over Washburn. It may or may not have been on the ground in Washburn. Okay, according to the Storm Spotter Network, 1 mile north of Bushong, Kansas, a funnel is visible. Bushong. Where is Bushong? I have no idea. I'm going to look up where Bushong... Oh, there's Bushong. Okay. Oh yeah, I can definitely see where they're talking about. 1 mile north. Could potentially be some rotation there, but it's not looking impressive. Yeah, tornadoes that hit highly populated areas are burn. There may be still a tornado on the ground. Yeah, it looks like the tornado is right around here.
Yes, the rotation does look like it's getting stronger again. I'm periodically checking Twitter to see if the spotter network is saying anything about potential tornadoes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a tornado drops again just after Washburn, because rotation is definitely stronger. I'll probably wait a couple more minutes before ending the stream. Yeah, it definitely looks like there may be a tornado on the ground right now. Right here. Just east of Washburn. About 2.7 miles east of Washburn. Right there. Right around there. And unfortunately, we may be getting some debris signatures. Unfortunately. But that could be hail. That could be hail. Treat this as a tornado warning because it is a tornado warning. Take cover. There may be a tornado on the ground. And there may be debris. Not confirming it, but there may be debris. But then again, it could be hail. Yeah, it definitely has me a little concerned. Luckily, it's not expected to go into higher populated areas at this time. It looks like if the tornado were to continue, its next hit would probably be Rutland or south of Rutland. But that is if the tornado is still even on the ground at that point. I believe so. Probably going to end the live stream around 8:20 Central Time, 4 more minutes ish, give or take. The Storm Prediction Center did continue this tornado warning. Yep. The tornado warning is currently in effect for 4,907 people. A quarter-sized hail with a possible tornado. It is radar indicated. Again, not currently confirmed. But there may very well be a tornado on the ground right now. Just east of Washburn. Bye. Bye, Jefferson. Yeah, the couple is getting better, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the correlation coefficient doesn't want to update at this time, so I can't see if there's any potential debris right now. But from what okay, it just updated. And I'm going to quickly circle this here so I can see. There could be debris. I doubt it. It might just be hail, but treat this seriously. There may very well be a tornado on the ground right now. It does look like it's trying to combine with
more south, which would weaken the rotation. Okay, it's just updated again. Yeah, it keeps getting weaker and stronger, and weaker and stronger. I've got to circle this again. Tornado is right about there. Yeah, it may be picking up debris, but that could also be hail, as I said earlier. Well, I'm going to end the live stream here, unfortunately. As much as I don't want to end it, I'm going to. Go watch another live stream or track the weather yourself, especially if you live in these areas that are getting affected right now. I will live stream again tomorrow around this time with the severe weather. It should be more eventful. So make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next live stream.